A very good evening, folks. I hope everyone is doing well. Just keep waiting for this to pop up so you can see my big mallet head. Is it all certainly welcome back? I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that sat there and watched the watch along during YouTube and Facebook. Oh, that was you know, blood pressure high stuff. You know, chest was sore watching that game, but you know what? We got out of jail. It was a poor performance tonight. It really was a poor performance, but yet again, our strikers can't cut and get us the goals. We have to rely on our midfielders and defenders to get us out of jail. And Celtic move up to second in the league, beating Aberdeen 2-1. Kieran Tierney scoring in the fifth minute for us, and then Benjamin Nygren scoring as well for Celtic in the 67th minute as well. So good bit to talk about. I hope everyone's doing all right. That was a hard watch. I'm not gonna lie. I thought in the first half we were absolutely below average. I thought we just could not get a string of passes together. I just didn't think we utilised the flanks well. I thought Big Tam was useless up front, and I don't like putting the word useless on any of our players, but he was absolutely useless today in every shape or form. He won two or three headers in the game. That was really it. And then he had a header on goal and it was deflected for the corner. And then obviously Maeda come on. But Days and Maeda ain't better. Days and Maeda was absolutely a waste of a jersey tonight as well. So yeah, folks, I see your comments. Don't be afraid to comment in. I'll get your comments up. I want to know, do we have enough in the tank to win this league from the evidence that we're seeing in recent weeks? With losing the hips at home, yeah, coming back and beating or come back and drawing the Rangers was good for the mentality, but I just don't know if we have it in the squad to win this league, folks. I really believe that we're struggling. We are below average in some games, like scraping a 2-1 win against Livingston and Celtic Park, and people think that's a champions mentality. You're playing a team that's bottom of the league, and we're scraping fucking wins against Livy. It just isn't enough, folks. Tonight we're playing a team that didn't win in 6 games, and then they gave us a fright, and they put pressure on us. You know, at one point Aberdeen looked like they were actually going to go 2-1 up, and Sinisala pulled off a cracker of a save from Nesbitt's header. It was a great delivery as well for the header. But look at got out of jail tonight, simple as it is. I know Celtic fans might not think that we got out of jail, but it was a hard watch. You know, absolutely scraped the result up in Batodry. And sometimes you gotta win these nitty and gritty games to have a chance of winning anything. And we're still in the title race. We're still there. We still have a chance of making history. Still have a chance to prove to the football world that Celtic are not going down without a fight. They, you know, it really was a difficult one. It was a frustrating game to watch. So as you see there, folks, Celtic 29 games now. They are up to second place, a point ahead of Rangers, 5 points behind Hearts, and Motherwell are creeping up as well, as you see there. They have a game in hand the weekend. Who they play Dundee. They play Dundee away in Dens Park on Saturday because they're obviously out of cup and stuff. But let's look at the actual performances, like the squad performances tonight, because I'll be honest with you, Tierney was our best player out there by a country mile. Then he obviously had to come off and Sriracha came on. Arajo was all right. I thought Arta played well. There's no way Liam Scales was at 8 rating. Arta played well considering his full debut for Celtic. I know he came on against Hibs when we went down to 10 men at Celtic Park, but Callum McGregor, I love Callum McGregor, but he does not have it in the tank to go 90 minutes. It's like he's trying to conserve his energy at times so he can go the full game. I just don't think he has it in him. And I love the captain. I love him to bits, but he's just not a box-to-box midfielder. And I know Atate was coming deep tonight, and Atate got booked for literally pulling out of the Aberdeen player's arm. But McCown was trying. wasn't trying enough, but Yang was poor. Yang was actually terrible tonight. And I've been picking up for Yang lately. I think Yang has turned the corner, but I think tonight he was well below average. And I wouldn't even consider Big Tom for Ibrox. Not at all. Because he is absolutely useless. And Adamu's not any better. And Iheanacho, where is he? Like, what a terrible game, folks. But Tierney, give it to Tierney. Give him the praise. He got up that wing. He scored for us. It was a nice. It was a nice goal that we scored the first goal. The way that we conducted the corners and then Scales flicking it on to Tierney, then Tierney scoring early enough in the game, and then scoring on the 67 minute from Arajo over the Forrest crossing it in, and then Nygren coming off the bench. Triple S, Super Sub Swede Super Sub, if you want to say. But brutal tonight. But you know what? It's job done. Job done. And there's been a lot of that performances this season, folks, where we just scrape a win. And I'm not expecting Celtic to go out and pump teams 3 or 4-0, because I don't think we have the ammo in the tank. We don't have the players to go out and spank teams 4 or 5-0 the way we used to in the Ange days, or even in the Brendan days in the first term. I just think some of these players are just their ability. They just like to question themselves. Taneki could have been more direct at times. Yang trying to cut in too much doesn't work out for him. Use the wing, cross it in. The whole point of being a winger. Cross the ball in and start trying to cut in and score it yourself. So yeah, we're still in the title race. Still in it. From the 4th of March, we're still here. We still have a chance of taking it to the wire, bringing Hearts to Celtic Park, and hopefully beating them and maybe 2 points, and then hopefully Hearts might lose on the way in the running as well. But it's been a very average season, and I'm not trying to upset folk and trying to sugarcoat the problems, because the problems have been there since the summer. The problems have been there beyond the summer. The problems have been there since the Allianz Arena, where you don't invest in squad. Good to see you in, Mark. Mark, where have you been hiding? You've been absent. You've been absent for a while. I hope you're doing good. Hello to anyone over on Facebook. 10 people tuning over on Facebook. Facebook people that are watching, comment below. Comment below. Say who you are, where you're from. Tell me about the performance. Was it average? Were we lucky to get that 2-1 victory? Let me know. The 15 people that are over on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. All I can ask is sub. Free of charge. Sitting here for 4 hours doing YouTube videos it can be exhausting, but I love talking to you. So I moved house, had no internet. I was worried about you. Thought you went AWOR. I hope the new gaff is looking well, and I'm glad you're back in and watching the channel. You're a good man, you're a good man. Saying out to Scooby as well. Hello to Scooby out there. Hope you're doing good. But what a big save from Celesalo tonight, that header. I just think we were playing too deep at times. And what the mean too deep was the whole pass back between Scales, Arthur, and Sinisalo at times. It was like, do we have a plan B here? Do we actually have a plan A? Are we going to take the ball up and start driving at teams? That's the problem with Celtic. Celtic don't have enough individuals in their squad to drive at players. They don't have the confidence to go on and take 2 or 3 players on. It's like they get to a player and they second think and they pass it back. That's not the way of it. That's not the Glasgow Celtic way of playing. As I said this in the channel, I don't give a fuck. I'll get pelters for this, but a team that's fucking scraping results and playing. And then we used to give shit to Rangers for years, like, oh, they're scraping, they're not great. What are we? We're not fucking great. We're not great. We're not great in convicting teams. We're not great at taking teams to the sword. Because I just think, what can we do? What has it? Is it the lack of service to the striker? Should we play 2 up front? Is it the lack of hunger? Are these players not suit Martin O'Neill's system? Are some of these players just you can't walk with them? They just are well out, you know? How's it going, Paul? Hope you're doing good. It's great to see you in, boy. We were 17 points worse off when we were this time last season. It just really shows how bad the squad and this poxy board. I don't even think of last season, but it's a good point. It is a good point. Even though I bring up the Allianz Arena, it's it's just it's just a decline. It's a decline that we know this team are poxy to watch at times, and they're breaking our hearts. And they can lose at Hibs at home, scrape a result against Livingston, go to Ibrox and fall in the first 45 minutes, and then gets their heads together. It's just inconsistency is right through that squad. You know, it's like someone with a flu. 1 minute they're great, next minute they're down with it again. It's just not. It's just brutal. How's it going, Tony Clark? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Can't stop scratching my nose. I'm itchy as hell. We need a proper striker like Evan Ferguson. Evan Ferguson's not going to touch Celtic. Wages wise, he's not going to touch Celtic. You know, it's like recruiting players this summer is going to be very difficult. It's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very difficult to shift players as well. Very difficult. We're potentially looking at nearly shifting 11 players this summer at this rate, which is a lot. There's a lot to shift off your books. But Daisy Maeda, no conviction in his shots, no intensity in his play. And I've seen a few people saying he is probably the worst touch they've ever seen. Maeda's touch is he's just not the same guy. It's like he's lost. It's like he's lost. It's like he's lost someone in his life or something, and he's grieving in his play. He's just grieving. He's like he's struggling to get past players. Cross the ball in, track back at players, score. Like he scored 8 goals this season, folks. 8 goals compared to last season. He scored 33 goals. Stats don't lie. It's like someone working in a job last year, whacking bonuses out. And this year, they're lucky to get one monthly bonus in the space of 11 months. They've lost the hunger for the job. And that's the God honest truth. Daisy Maeda, Rio Atate, they both of them have two years left in their deal. Just cash in on them. Just cash in whatever we can get. We can get 10 million for the two of the boys at the end of the summer. Just let them go. Because we need new blood. We need new players that want to be more direct. B saying, yes, what a result. It's good that we moved up the table, but it wasn't a good performance. And I know I sound self-entitled moaning about how bad we were. In the end, Batadri is a hard place to go. It is a hard place to go. And I agree with you, Nitros. But the concerns I said is the final third we're not being clinical. It's concerning that we have to use our midfielders and defenders to get us goals, and it's great that these boys are contributing. It is brilliant that Nygren's getting goals, and this is a guy we bought for 1.7 million, and he's lucky. He may not be he may not be the player to do the nitty-gritty hard work, chasing back and stuff, but his stats don't lie. He's 19 goals this season for Celtic, and fair dues to him. Fair fucking dudes. Results that matter 100%. Look we're second in the league. It's second in the league. It will help the boys in the confidence, but it's staying second and trying to push forward. That's what I'm concerned about. Will the team shit the bed now? Or will the team say, right, that game in hand's done now. Let's go out to Sunday. Let's make an account ourselves in the cup. Let's try. We got a taste of the atmosphere at Ibrox. Even the newer players have got the taste of the hostile atmosphere. We're going to have 7,500 fans on Sunday. And we need to be up for it. We need to be up for it more than ever. Feels of that and Roy stuff. But Dodgers is not a hard place to go. Haven't been there for years, but we made them look good. Because we made them look good because we panicked on the ball at the back. We had more possession at our back with our back four than anything else in the game. It isn't like we're not playing Barcelona, folks. I keep telling you this. Why do we have to keep playing from the back all the time? It doesn't always constructively work for us. You're right, mate. All the fans see what's happening. Surely, as I keep saying this. I am winging this game by game, winging this season game by game because right now, 90% of me still believes that we're not going to win this league. There's that 10% hope. There's a 10% hope that I'm hoping that other teams drop results. We beat Hearts, we beat Rangers, Motherwell do us a favour. We beat Motherwell. It's a lot to ask, folks, from this crop of players. It's a lot to ask. I know it seems like, oh, it's Celtic Football Club. We should be going out and beating these teams, but it's a lot to ask. You know, it's as I said, this season's been mentally draining. Big time, empty shorts, went missing in action. Doesn't have the pace. Doesn't have the pace to chase down. He's not getting the service. He's not winning a lot in the He's not winning a lot up in the air, aerial threat. He's not being getting the. It's just not. It's not enough. He just doesn't have it. Simple as. Just doesn't have it. To I know there's trying, but there's trying and you know not achieving, not achieving at all. It's just beyond me. Like I had him to start tonight. To be honest with you, but didn't make an account himself. Didn't give me any hope to say, right, oh my God, we're definitely going to play him on Sunday. He's gonna be the man that we can rely on. Kieran says, I'm sorry, but I despise this time watching this team make football look hard. Maeda needs to get the F. You're right, Kieran. Kieran, I disagree with you. I think, Maeda's checked out, as I said a few minutes ago. It is hard watching this team, but you're doing the most important thing, Kieran. Sticking by the team and trying to support them as much as you can. And fair dues to you, fair dues to everyone that does it. Some people checked out on Celtic after losing the Champions League playoff. Like, imagine that, checking on your team before the proper league kicks off. Like, if the Broomlong is bouncing on Sunday, we'll be out singing these mugs and hopefully we'll advance. It's not even out singing them. It's what we do on the pitch. Yeah, it'd be great to have the fans there and making a spectacle of it and all, but it's not about simply the best. It's not about 7,500 fans. This is about this team showing up and doing what they can do. This is what it's about. It's not about the fans in the stadium. It's not about the hostile or having the fans in the Broomlawn. It's about this fucking team wanting to beat Rangers and learning from last weekend. You can't fall to fucking shit like that and can't fall to shit like you did against Aberdeen in the first half tonight and his spells in the second half. See the first 10 minutes of the second half? We were shit. We were absolutely shit in the first 10 minutes of the second half. We nearly conceded 2 goals. Only for Sinisalo and blocking a few shots. Like, it's just like we need to get together. Maeda's a joke. He's completely checked out. Faithful, true and true, boys. Scotty, I'm hoping we can, as I said, a 10% chance of winning this league. 9 cup finals, as people say. It is 9 cup finals, Scotty. And if we drop any points, just chuck it in. Don't expect another games. Just we need to do what we need to do. What's in front of us? We need to play every single opposition. We need to make Celtic Park jumpy and a fortress. Away fans should be dreading coming to Celtic Park. Away fans right now are like, oh, I fancy us getting a goal there. Oh, I fancy us maybe beating them because they crumble under pressure. And it's the truth, we do. Crumble under pressure at times. Because you know why? When we're not playing good football and when it's exhausting to watch, fans are getting agitated. Fans are feeling like, is it ever going to come? And then some fans are letting the negativity come from their mind out of their mouth and going out to the pitch. And once it's gone onto the pitch, it's affecting the players. And once it's affecting the players, it's affecting their play. And then when they're affecting their play, they're under pressure. And what they're doing is they're doing stupid fucking mistakes. Like Schmeichel was a liability. If he starts on Sunday, I'm telling you right now, chuck it in. We're not beating Rangers if Schmeichel's back in that goals. And Sinisalo done well tonight. 2 or 3 bad passes, but overall, I think he done all right. I think he done all right, to be honest. That was a big save. You know, that will help his confidence big time. So there's 44 people tuning in. Please subscribe to the channel. Yes, I am wearing my house coat. It is 10:45 in the night. If anyone has a problem with it, leave the channel. Nygren Player of the Year. It's crazy. It's just been a it's been an average season, and you know, where's the rest of the where is the rest of the nominees? You know? You know? Where's the rest of the nominees for Player of the Year? Because there's not a lot of them. Arajo's come in January. He's played well. Yeah, Maeda's here. Look, I don't care about Maeda's here. What I cared about is Maeda getting his head together. Getting his head together, mentally getting his head together, and show that he's still a presence for Celtic. He's still a player that we should rely on. But right now, you won't rely on him. You can't rely on him. And that's my concern for Sunday. I'll just play a whole midfield on Sunday. I wouldn't even bother playing a forward because there's no bother. There's no point playing Nygren in front. There's no point playing Tam. There's no point playing Amadou. There's no point playing Nacho. There's no point of playing Maeda. They're all waste of fucking shorts right now. And it kills me saying that. I do not want to throw our players down out the bus and feel like we're better off playing Nygren or something up front because even Yang tonight, Yang was poor. Yang was poor at Ibrox, bar 1 or 2 slide tackles he done. You know, it's just James, he looked more constructive on the wing when he came on at Ibrox, and when he played tonight, he provided assists. Yeah, Keith, a Casper won't play the rest of the season, mate. Through a good source. Well, hopefully your source is right, because at the end of the day, he just doesn't have the mentality. He just doesn't have the presence. Doesn't have the presence in the box. Doesn't have the he doesn't have the. I hate saying this, but he just doesn't have the diving attributes to do it. You know, I'm not going to turn around and start fast shaming our goalkeeper. That's not me. I just don't think he has the physicality anymore. We don't know Nygren's best position. He should be played behind the striker. 100%, Paul. 100%. Played Nygren up at front as the target man. Exactly. You know, there's no point of playing big Tom. Tom can't win a bleeding fight with himself. No point win a fight with bleeding with Fernandez or Suter on Sunday. He's bleed. He's just If you can go to Aberdeen and you can't win, you can't even get a shot on target. What's that? Well, a proper shot on target. You know, it's just. It feels like I'm watching Andy Carroll with spiky hair at times. Honestly, that's what it feels like. He's probably laugh at me. You know, a wish version of Jan Vennegar Hesselink gone completely wrong. You wear that dressing gown with pride. I have a green oldie. Sure, right, I wear it. I love it. I wear it with pride. Keeps me going. You know, Forrest has created 2 goals coming on as one against Sefco and one tonight, but he can't play 90 minutes. He's better as a super sub. You know, who'd you play on the right wing then? That's the thing. You play Arajo on the right wing. Play Donovan right back. Because Arajo seems like he can cross the ball and seems like he can get up there at this rate. You know, Tom and Amadou looked frightening similar. They're bleeding shite about him. Hates saying it. Nygren's class shows you the usual money. Yeah, look at as much as we slate the board, I'll give the board a tap in the back there. Good recruitment there for getting someone from Nodgerland, and he's done well. He's done well. Paradise Huddle, you never walk alone. Doing the claps for Jamesy Forrest. Jan Vennegar Castle Milk. Oh, that's a belter. That's a belter. Mark is saying Schmeichel will probably return as number 1 because he has a World Cup to play for. Cheers, Keith. Hope not. I hope not. See, when I see that team lining out on the starting lineup on Sunday about 1:45, and I see Schmeichel's name on it, I'd be like, fuck that. Fuck that. Is it worth it? Put myself through this high blood pressure, you know? So, yeah, 42 people tuning in. There's 10 people on Facebook. The Facebook folk, please make yourselves seen. There's no point just sitting there and enjoying the podcast. Say something. Your voice is important as well. Taneki is also a super sub. Hopefully, he starts. Okay, I think that's it. I think you bring him on on Sunday as well. It's just it's at this rate. I'd probably play. You know what? I'd probably play Oxlade Chamberlain on the left at this rate. You know, Oxlade Chamberlain on the left, McCown on the right, Atate, McGregor. Still missing someone in that slot. Bernardo probably, as much as he's been a waste of a jersey, and then pushing Nygren on the front. It's a no for me for Yang starting on Sunday. It's a no for me for Tam, Adamu, and Anacho. I just think Maeda is completely finished. I think Maeda, you've seen it tonight. The second chance he got, he just tried to keep the ball and he just fell over the ball. Just it's sad. It really is sad to see Daisy Maeda has declined in his career. It really is, because he's been an important player for Celtic, especially last year. It was his best season. He was unbelievable last year. You know, it makes me sad talking about the decline of Daisy, because we knew what we got with him. You know, we knew that we got someone that walked his socks off. Like, this guy was linked with moves to Liverpool and all, like moves to Liverpool, moves to Newcastle, Fulham, you know, everything at one point, you know. Give Benji the Ballon d'Or now. Hail from Cross McGlynn in South Armagh. Look at, we're still in the title. Still in the title race, which is the most important thing. We got out of jail tonight. Rate the performance out of 10, folks, in the comments. I'm gonna go on to X and see what Martin O'Neill has said tonight. See what the gaffer has said. Let's see.
What's your assessment on tonight's win?
Well, we talked before the game about a difficult evening. I felt that's exactly what it was. Difficult evening, but we saw it through and won. And it's the 3 points, obviously very, very important for us. It keeps us in the hunt, if nothing else.
You got that early foothold, but it did get difficult. Is that the most pleasing thing? You were able to get through that?
I think so. I think, yeah. I mean, it's we give away the penalty at the time. I felt that when we got the goal, I felt for the next 5 minutes, I thought we surrendered the game. You know, didn't really go and make the goal count. And so Aberdeen got back into the game, a penalty, and then in the second half, Nygren scores a goal. Although I thought, I would say, I thought we should have had a penalty. I thought it was a handball, but it looked pretty clear. But it wasn't.
Oh yeah, handball all day.
So, and then we had to wait a moment or two to see whether our goal was onside or offside. Thankfully, it was onside.
How nervous a wait is that when it could be so crucial?
Yes, because I thought Aberdeen played strongly today, very, very strongly, caused us plenty of problems during the course of the game, which I knew they would do. And but we squandered a couple of chances at the end. One obviously to make it 3-1, which is a big chance for us. And then you're holding on pretty nervously towards the end.
How key were the changes again tonight in game to make the impact?
Well, it's the third game in 6 days. It's been pretty tough, but the players have, again, go back to the words. You've heard them all before, all the words, so there's no point in me repeating them. In that sense, it's been a great effort by the team. Really, really great effort. To win this game tonight was very, very important for us. As I said to you, it helps us in that sense. You know, still a long way to go for us.
Talk about the squad and the changes in game, but you had to make one just before kickoff. How good do you feel Benjamin Arthur played today, coming in so late?
Well, it was very late. He has shown a really good attributes in training. I think he'll be a player in time. But this was a big game for him to be thrown in, you know, because your mind, when you're a substitute in the game, you're thinking, well, you know, I might get on at some stage or another, but you're not thinking, you know, about 15 or 20 minutes before kickoff that you're just going to step into the game. So I thought he did very, very well. Very well indeed. He's, I think he's enjoying his time up here. I think so. Anyway, you'll probably interview him and say he's something completely different. But overall, I was delighted with him. It's a shame for Big Dane, who'd done well in the last couple of games, I must admit. And we'll see where we are. I don't know. If the next question was the state of the injuries. I don't know yet.
This is so important in the title race. Now you turn to the Scottish Cup. How much are you relishing going back to Ibrox with a full away crowd this time?
Well, that would be lovely. Did you say relishing going to?
Well, that'd be lovely.
I'm not so sure that I've ever relished that there in all my time. But yeah, to an extent. Anyway, it's the league off for a little while for us, and now let's go. Let's go. We've got a big crowd behind us, and I don't want to let them down.
What a man! What a man! Give a couple of clap emojis for the gaffer. What a man! What a man! He did call it tonight. The subs will make will make the difference. But Benjamin Arthur, will he start on Sunday? Trust he'll be available for Sunday because it's not a league game. So will we see Trusty being brought back into the squad alongside Scales, or will it be Benjamin Arthur? Personally, I thought Arthur played well. I thought he composed himself quite well, comfortable taking the ball up. There's one or two spells he looked a bit rattled, but you know what? I was impressed with him. You know, well, yeah, full crowd. None of us ever relish going to Ibrox. I dread it at times, but you know what? When we kick off, it's up to ourselves to show why we should beat these, why we're not second best, you know. But well done to Martin. I'm gonna see if there's any other interviews after it. What's this Fanny saying? It's clearly onside. Oh yeah, let's have a look at this. Let's have a look. Now I can't really stay in this long because yeah, the 21 top, great top. I will just show you this for a minute. That's the wrong one because I can't show you this for too long because copyrights and stuff. Right, let's see.
Made a difference again. The substitutes combined beautifully, and it is the 12th goal that Celtic have scored by a sub this season, which is the most in the league. And it is that man Benjamin Nygren again.
Yeah, I mean, Celtic have had an incredible bench this season, and James Forrest impact at the weekend, impact again there. And the finish, first time around, I didn't give Nygren enough credit for the finish. Araujo's patient. I wondered whether he could get a shot off, but then James Forrest puts it into an area. And he just lets it run across his body and deflects it. I mean, at first, it did look like he, may have just drifted into an offside position, but there he's clearly onside. But the finish is so clever. He's such an aware player there, knows where that side of.
So yeah, it was a good finish. It was good legal play, obviously, with the lads. I thought we played well. Like obviously, to get the second goal, we needed it because at points in the second half, Aberdeen were building momentum. I just thought we were looked a bit lackluster in the midfield. I just thought the legs between Atate and McGregor looked like they were declining at times in the game in the second half. But look, James Forrest, two vital assists in a crucial part of the season. And, especially in the league, I don't know what's going to happen with James Forrest in the summer. Would he be an option to stay on for the year? When he go to Ayr United, will he go to Dunfermline? Neil Lennon was at the game tonight. James is an absolute legend. I will be sad when he leaves. I'm not gonna lie. Probably like we do. But we have a signed James Forrest picture in the house as well. My missus loves James Forrest, favorite player ever. So yeah, no visual for me on YouTube. It didn't come up, did it not? Sorry about that. I don't know. Probably just copyright and stuff like that. Just have to be careful when it comes to that kind of stuff, man. I'll lose my channel. We Forest once again. Exactly. Yang's just been off it. If it came to one day, oh, Jesus, Tyler. When you let him in the bed if he wins us the league, will he? Forrest retire. What's the best for the club? You know, what a guy. Did he say it was 570 appearances for Celtic or something like that? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at James Forrest. What rating did he get? He got a 6.8, even though he provided assist. He got a yellow card as well. An absolute legend of a guy. Really good. I'm going to stay on for another 10 minutes. So 561 games for Celtic, it's saying. But it's actually 570 and 112 goals for the club. What a guy. What a guy. Yeah. I'd start him on Sunday. You know, I would start him on Sunday, but I don't think it's going to happen. So there you go. It's actually 570. You got FOTMob, got the stats wrong there. He has 1 goal and 1 assist this season. He's started only 2 games, but the legendary James Forrest, you know, 24 years of age. I could always remember that his debut game coming off the bench to replace McGeady against Motherwell. And as did he go past, was it Stephen Craigan? Absolutely skinned him, lobbed the keeper. Was it Darren Randolph in goal? No, I don't think it was Darren Randolph that day from Motherwell. But look at the honours he's won. You know, I think he's the most decorated player in Celtic history. Unbelievable. 14 league titles, 8 Scottish Cups, 8 League Cups. You know, playing the Champions League multiple times, scoring vital goals for us. It makes me sad talking about like him leaving Celtic, you know, eventually. Loving the content, Keith. Are you living over in Glasgow? Yeah, I've been living over in Scotland for the last 4 years. I love it over here. Anyone that I do meet in Scotland, you know, they're really nice people. And anytime I go to a pub or someone knows me from the channel, you know, all I can say is thank you very much. You know, I love doing this. You know, I love taking time out of my day to come on and chat to you. And sometimes I do say to myself, Jesus Christ, I feel like I'm repeating myself. But, you know, just talk what's in the now, and that's the most important thing, you know. The guys that won the most European Cups are the most decorated, couldn't less care less about trophies compared to that. Jimbo. I know we are talking about the Lisbon Lions and all that, and yes, that's proper decoration, but come on. James Forrest is a legend. He's the most decorated player in Celtic history. Like or not, fair enough, he's never won big ears, but facts is, his cabinet has the medals. You know, I know it's a different, obviously the 60s and the 70s are different. So yeah, boys getting to European Cup final in 1967. Actually, speaking of kits, I want to show you this while I'm here. The headlines. I'm going to have a look at this now. While we're here, folks, I know, well, the campaign's still on, not another penny. These are reportedly, I've seen a guy in the pub last week wearing this. Now, obviously, this is the guy who was wearing this top was obviously a DHL concept, DHK concept. But this is meant to be the kit for next season, the home kit for the 60-year anniversary. What a lovely top. Obviously, to mark the 60-year anniversary of the Lisbon Lions winning the iconic trophy in the Stadio Nacional in Lisbona on the 25th of May. You know, everyone knows that story. There's the away jersey for next season. It looks like it's 90% sure it's going to be the away jersey. This one here. I think it's nice. I like the dark green. Kind of brings me back to 2007. Dark green jersey kind of font. That's the leaked pictures again of the home top for next year. I think it's nice. Where's the away top here? Here's the away top there. Looks good. It's good, you know. And then today, the latest leak is after coming out for the third kit, which the third kit looks pretty national when you go in the side of it in that house. Now, I've never been to Lisbon. I've always wanted to go to Lisbon. One day I will go to the Stadio Nacional. I know they're actually doing the stadium up. They're putting a new stand or something on it. But one day I will go to Lisbon. It's on my bucket list. I'd love to do it. So let's just share this for a second, folks. Comments. See what people are saying. The 12 comments, 35 people tuning in. That's it. I would buy a long sleeve Force team jersey next season. The bar already tempted me. Look, I won't be buying any of them. It kills me saying it. Not until we start seeing a bit of change. To be honest, they kill me because I love, I love breaking the bank and buying a home jersey or just stupid that's coming up. Lenovo, who cares about Lenovo laptops? This is the third kit. It's meant to be off the floor and outside the Stadio Nacional. Looks like a really nice top. I like the dark cream ones, but this is meant to be the top for next season. It's been no official leak pictures of it, like out in the store or anything like that, just yet. But see what happens. So yeah, 3 beautiful jerseys. But you know what I like to have on them jerseys? I like to have a Champions badge. That's what I like to see on the right hand side of the sleeve, the Champions badge. So let's do that. Let's not think about football tops too much. You know, affect the new tops, refusing to purchase anything new from anywhere. Don't blame me, Green Smoke. I'm the same as you. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. James Forrest won 5 trebles. You know. New kits are amazing. Be getting them on DHK. I think a lot of people be going there, to be honest. Not seeing this group of players, but a performance, but put a performance together. Worrying it's not life and death. But look at exactly, Mark. We got the job done tonight. We scraped the win tonight. It's 3 points. We could be sitting here tonight moaning that we lost the game or we drew the game. So you got to think in the positive side of that we did go out there. We didn't keep a clean sheet. It was a bit of a bad stage from 15 minutes up to 35 minutes of the game, and then the second half we're going to let them back into it. But look, it's 3 big points. We're still in contention to win this title. I just don't understand how us not buying jerseys help our team, because you're not giving the club profit. You're not giving, because I'll tell you why, Sean. Celtic Football Club in 2025 had a turnover of 36 million quid, 36 million euros, 36 million euros of jersey sales, and they dropped down to 20th place across all the world of football jersey sales, right? And then dropping down, and then they made money of 34 million the previous year in 2024, being 17th place. But the increase in the jerseys and people buying merch, it does hit them. I'll tell you the reason why. Another reason, Sean. Celtic Football Club have never ever put their away jersey cheap in November before. They've done that Christmas. They've done that Black Friday for like 2 or 3 days. Or Cyber Monday, they put their jerseys down a portion, but come on, it's hitting the pockets already. It's hitting the stands. It's hitting everything like that. What's the story? You up the dubs, Stephen. I'll buy the new top after the beef when the board goes away. I don't think they'll ever go away. I'll be buying it when it's free. I'm 67. You're not 67. Would you stop? You don't look 67. Keep paying the dumb button. No one's playing dumb here. He's just asking the question. Yeah. Respectfully, Forrest was playing his career. They won't be paying. Like Forrest was unbelievable. Still, you can still play a part in helping us win a title. So yeah. So folks, that's really it for me tonight. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. I will try to get back on tomorrow night sometime for a short podcast with all eyes on Ibrox. Friday night I'll be on. I won't be on. I'll try to get on Saturday night. Depends where I am. Try to get on Saturday night. And then Sunday I won't be on till late Sunday night. So there'll be no alcohol or anything like that. So I'll probably be on Sunday night about 10 o'clock. Sunday night. So I know that's a bit late after the derby. But I've got places to go, I've stuff to do this weekend, folks. So bigger things to be worrying about football. I know it sounds crazy, but as Big Quinny says, what the hell do we care? Now, Quinny's a good man. I like Quinny. I need to get in touch with Quinny and try to get him on the podcast. He's a good laddie. I love the way he just sums up games, go through tactics, analytics, and all that kind of stuff. It's not my kind of stuff. I just keep it short and simple as I can. You don't give the money. You don't give the club money. Money equals money. Club is successful in the eyes of solely money. Center figures of the club. Club continues to exploit fans, treat them with contempt. What's the story with the Irish Origins kit? Will we see a teaser for that tomorrow? Because O'Neill's, Umbro, Celtic usually jump on the bandwagon when it comes to the Irish Origins Paddy's Day kit, and they haven't put anything out yet. Because they know quite well that if they bring out another kit launch, fans are just going to laugh at them. You know? Get the Rebel tunes out loud. I won't be getting any Rebel tunes on. Get done, I will. I'm here. Well done. Good stuff, Callum. Good stuff. Well, folks, I need to jump off. I hope new people come in and subscribe to the channel. I was going to check, has anyone newly subscribed since I've done this podcast tonight? If we can get one more sub, folks, it'd be really appreciated. To everyone else, thank you very much for regularly contributing with the comments and with your support. I really appreciate it, folks. They'll do it. 100 quid. Right. Folks, I'm off. Speak to you all soon. Good night. God bless. Hell.